Boys, today is the day. We have an appointment set up with Javi. Hopefully this motherfucker shows up. I'm not trying to speak shit into existence, but sorry about the sun. We have a dyno appointment. We're gonna see what the B20 can do. Fingers crossed shit don't explode. We're on pump 93, 9 pounds of boost. We'll see what it can do. That's what I have the gate set at. I'm gonna bring my extra springs just in case, but I don't plan on changing it at all. Topped off coolant, changed oil yesterday, did plugs. I fouled out my wideband sensor. Thank God for Advanced Auto. They had a similar sensor that I plugged in and it worked. A little bit more expensive than just getting it offline. I already ordered one offline, but it wasn't coming in time because I was on short notice. You know, I got informed yesterday that he was going to be in my area. So today we're going to do a nut and bolt check on the car and pretty much, you know, make sure everything's solid, straight. But I mainly just want to check suspension bolts and stuff like that, and we should be good to go. I'm fucking nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking nervous, man. I don't know how she's gonna perform, but I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, we're driving it there. Hopefully we be driving this bitch back. All right, so we did a nut and bolt check. I'm gonna go fill up on some 93. And we got all the tools packed up. Tires look okay. They're in okay shape. Sorry about the sun again. Yeah, I'll eat this sun for you guys. It's cool. Tires look like they're good. Everything else is pretty good. We still don't have a filter on it. I mean, we can get it tuned and then we'll get a screen. I'll order a screen for it. Other than that, we got the 4-bar on. We got the 9-pound spring. I do need to pack my wastegate springs just in case. I don't think I'm going to need them. 9 pounds is plenty on a setup like this on 93. So trying to keep as much heat of it out of it as possible. And hope she makes it through. She starts up a little rough because the idle is fucking very rich. It starts fast, but it's just kind of misses because of how much fuel's in the cylinder. All right, boys, we're in the car. She's running. Wish me luck. Here we go.
Use the right lane to take.
All right, guys, so you saw it's the next day. Pretty upset yesterday. Basically the car is not hitting VTEC. We hardwired VTEC. He had me stand there, which obviously I couldn't film because, you know, trying to do shit, and put the VTEC wire straight to a 12-volt source, as in the battery, and the solenoid was working, but no VTEC. So we gotta tear this thing apart and find out why we got the finger wag. No VTEC. Shit. Thought we were there, not there, but I wouldn't know unless we tried. So we're gonna be disassembling some shit today. So where we're at now As you can see, I got my nice yellow wire running straight from my VTEC solenoid. This chassis wasn't originally VTEC. I totally forgot because the harness is a VTEC harness. It just ends at these clips over here, and the other side of the harness doesn't have the VTEC wire, which I've done before. I just don't know why it slipped my mind. So we hardwired it, still wasn't working. We tested the solenoid, still wasn't working. So he's saying it's something internal. Usually there's an O-ring under cam cap 3, and that was missing after I disassembled it yesterday. So we got an O-ring and a dowel in there. They were both missing, which helps gain oil pressure for the VTEC, and still nothing. So now I'm along the lines of either a pin is not in the rockers, it's not sliding correctly, something along the lines of that, or we have low oil pressure, or something even worse than that, which is gonna cause us to pull the head, which I'm hoping I don't have to do, but it's not the worst thing in the world if I gotta pull the head. It is what it is. I'm not gonna be crying about it. Let's just get it done and get it back to getting a proper tune on it. So thankfully we have this extra chassis harness. I'm not sure if it was originally VTEC or not. I don't think it was, but doesn't hurt to check. We're gonna try to take some of these pins out of the ECU connectors and use them for my ECU. My idea for right now, without having to take anything apart again, is to just wire the oil pressure switch, even though it's disabled in the tune. The VTEC oil pressure switch, I'm just gonna wire it to the ECU and make sure the VTEC switch is pinned properly, and pin both wires to the ECU, hopefully complete a circuit and make VTEC work. Fingers crossed. So for those of you that have never depinned a harness, there's pretty much a door. This one's pretty broken on it, but there's a little plastic door. You flap them and you get like some needle nose or some pliers and pry it down this way. It opens, there's one on each side. And then you take a smaller flathead screwdriver, hopefully this can focus here, and let's see if we can get it. All right, so like you're gonna want to take it and put it on the round side in the bottom and kind of pry like a little flathead screwdriver in there up, and it should unclick. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but that's what I'm gonna have to be doing right now. Trying to get at least like maybe this wire so I could pin it into my, you know, other connector in my car. I'm gonna need two. So after testing the car, it still doesn't seem like it's hitting VTEC. I'm starting to think it's probably an oil pressure issue. Basically it's the ECU, as you saw in the last video, is sending the signal for VTEC to activate, and it's just not activating. So we're gonna have to keep digging, but for now I cannot do any more today. So this is gonna be the end of this video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But you best be knowing that I'm gonna keep digging at this problem until I solve it, because I will not be able to sleep with my stupid mind of mine, because if I can't figure something out, it's just gonna eat at me until I get it. So thank you guys for taking the journey with me. This absolutely has been a shit show of a dyno episode, but you know, just come back for the next one. We're gonna keep on chugging at it and hopefully get this thing figured out. Peace.